Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Astrology Today. My name is Mel Rose, and I'm here to share your daily aspects. Today we have on the page a little moment where our feelings and our rational mind may not really be in agreement with one another. It's like one sitting on one shoulder and the other sitting on the other shoulder, and we just kind of have to take in this different information and decide what we're going to do for it for ourselves. And, a lesson that I'm taking from today is that we have a choice, once we know how we feel about something and also what we think about it, we have a choice about how we're going to respond to that information. Isn't that great? Okay, let's get into these aspects. Today is Saturday, August 13, 2022. The sun is in Leo. As we look back on a summer well spent and just now beginning to slide toward fall, we may tend to exaggerate the tales of our adventures, or at least to share them in a dramatic way. Venus is also in Leo. Grandiose demonstrations of our affection are totally on the menu now, and we want to try to avoid extravagance or showing off in a way that doesn't truly represent our feelings. Moon in Pisces is a creative and restful time. Waning gibbous is a time for reflection. While the moon is still relatively bright, we use its light to take inventory of what we're carrying so that we have some idea what we can now begin to let go. Fixed fire and mutable water, friends. The heat of the fixed fire wins out here, adding passion and determination to the feelings we're sharing. Hopefully, we can lead with joy. We start on the moon side of the page today. This is where we explore the inner life, how it feels to be us and who we are and how we show up at home and among the people we keep close. So at 2:02 this afternoon, moon goes opposite to Mercury, Gemini, Cancer, and Virgo. These are your vibes. It's as if our feeling life is sitting on one shoulder and our thinking mind is on the other, and it's our job to try to reconcile the very different things they're telling us. If you're feeling confused, this is not the time to commit. And then this evening at 8:49, moon goes sextile to Uranus, Cancer, and Aquarius. It would probably bring us some joy to try something a little different from the usual routine. This is a fun and games vibe, so enjoy yourself. There are a few things happening in the ongoing column today. First, I'm going to whip out my trusty list of retrograde planets. All of these planets are retrograde currently, and there will be more coming up soon. So I'm going to start talking about them in more brief terms. You'll get an occasionally more in-depth explanation, but and of course, if you want one, please leave a question in the comments section, and I will inform you to the best of my ability. But suffice it to say that what retrograde does in general is to bring the influence of a planet more to bear on our internal experience, so we can notice the changes we're going through, the choices we're making, etc. Even one retrograde can bring us through some personal transformation, but with so many retrograde at once and more coming, you can consider this the chrysalis. We will emerge from all of this inner work as grander, more beautiful people than we were before, possibly capable of flight. In addition to all of these retrograde planets, Venus is trine to Neptune through today, August 13. Taurus, Libra, and Pisces. Thanks to Neptune's retrograde, we have some clarity about the how and why of our dreams and our desire for connection. Venus is trine here, and this says we have spirit on our side as we contemplate what parts of our dreams we'd like to pull down into our real experience. Venus is also sextile to Mars through today, August 13. Aries, Taurus, Libra, and Scorpio. This is a fertile and highly generative time for us. We can collaborate well with people whose skills complement our own, and beautiful things will come from it. And then Mars sextile Neptune up here is actually going to be with us through the 21st. Aries, Scorpio, and Pisces. Rounding out the mutual love fest between these three planets, Mars and Neptune create a very sensual vibe in sextile. We feel bold and we're ready to connect. Just keep in mind that Mars is also square to Saturn, and that's through August 18th. This is a don't try too hard aspect, okay? Whether the work is going easily or it's not going at all, if you're beating your head against a wall, trying to get to something, it's time to take a break, okay? Do something easier. Also, Venus is opposite to Pluto here through the 15th. Taurus, Libra, and Scorpio. A little envy, a little jealousy may arise as we notice people around us getting the nice things that we'd like to have. This is useful because it helps us to see what we want, but let's try to be happy for others getting to have what they like as well. North Node is conjunct here to Uranus, and that's through August 15. Taurus and Aquarius vibes right there. The shifting availability of resources can be an annoying problem. It helps to be flexible about how we are going to get with what I need. What I need. How are we all going to get what I need for me? It helps for us all to be flexible about how we're going to get what we need. And the Sun is square to Uranus conjunct North Node right now, and that's through August 18. Leo and Aquarius bringing in a sense of anticipation and the tension of impending change. It feels like something is coming up, and it's interesting that it feels like something is coming up in terms of this frustration we have surrounding the receipt of the resources that we need and desire, right? Sun is trine also to Chiron, and this is through August 17. Aries and Leo, full blessings and protection as we step out with a somewhat healed heart and choose to be ourselves. Defenses lowered and our weirdo, loving hearts shining for the world to see. Coming up this Sunday, Sun opposite Saturn may have us wanting to take a little break from our duties and our routines. Also, Mercury that day will go quincunx to Chiron, bringing in a little stress, a little potential for anxiety. Mars goes trine to Pluto that day, and this is going to help us get active and focused. So maybe that stress will help. Maybe it will help us get active and focused. And also, Saturn perihelion reminds us all why structure and community is king. Next week, Tuesday, Mercury trine Uranus brings us some enlightening interactions. On Wednesday, the Sun goes quincunx to Neptune, and this actually may bring a real turning point for us. So that's next Thursday, and you know, we're looking for a turning point right here with the Sun square to Uranus. So let's see what comes up, right? Thursday, Venus will go trine to Jupiter and bringing the blessing of gifts that grow us. And we come back around to questionable judgment again with Mercury quincunx to Saturn. And then a third quarter moon in Taurus will grace us next Thursday with an opportunity to let all that old shit go for good. And that's it for today's astrology, friends. Thanks for tuning in. Please like my video, subscribe to the channel, click the notifications bell. I post here every day, and I wouldn't want you to miss a thing. For a longer, less formal version of this reading that includes further insight from Tarot, please check out my other channel, Astrology Today and Tarot with Melrose. The link is in the description. I appreciate you all so much for tuning in. My love and gratitude go out to each and every one of you, and I will see you all back here tomorrow for more Astrology Today.